Have you ever imagined driving peacefully down the road and suddenly coming face to face with a wild animal? It sounds like a movie scene, but it happens far more often than you think. These unexpected encounters can be scary, fascinating, and even heartwarming. Today, I'll tell you 15 incredible stories of people who experienced unique moments when wild animals crossed their path on the road. Some of them will give you chills, others will make you smile, and all of them will show you how unpredictable the road can be when nature decides to appear. Stay until the end, because the last encounter is so surreal, it's almost impossible to believe. Picture yourself driving at night on a deserted road when suddenly two glowing eyes appear in your headlights. That is exactly what happened to a driver in Canada when a massive moose stepped onto the highway. The animal was so tall its head was nearly level with the windshield. The driver had to stop completely, and the minutes spent staring at the moose felt like an eternity. What's most curious is that the animal wasn't frightened at all. It walked slowly, as if it truly owned the road. Another astonishing case happened in the United States, when a herd of bison blocked a road inside a national park. Hundreds of animals crossed together, forming a living barrier impossible to pass. Drivers shut off their cars and just watched this spectacle of nature. Some filmed and shared it online, and the video went viral worldwide. It wasn't just a traffic jam, it was a migration happening right before their eyes. In Australia, a driver had an even wilder surprise. A kangaroo suddenly leaped into the road and nearly smashed into the windshield. The jump happened so fast, the man barely had time to hit the brakes. Luckily, no one was hurt, neither the driver nor the animal, which hopped away as if nothing had happened. But the scare was so intense that he later said he could never drive at night again without scanning every shadow on the road. Brazil also has encounters that give you goosebumps. Imagine driving through Mato Grosso and suddenly seeing a jaguar crossing the road. That's what happened to a family returning from a fishing trip. The driver slowed down, and everyone stayed silent as they watched the majestic feline calmly walk across. The moment lasted only a few seconds, but it stayed with them for life. Few people ever get the privilege of seeing a jaguar up close in its natural habitat. Another incredible encounter happened on an African road when a herd of elephants decided to cross. Cars were stopped for more than half an hour, while dozens of elephants walked slowly, including calves hiding between their mothers' legs. Some elephants came so close that drivers could feel the ground shake with each step. It was an experience that mixed fear with pure admiration. And if you think these encounters only involve large animals, think again. A family traveling in Florida had their car surrounded by dozens of flamingos standing on the road. They had to wait until the birds finally took off, forming a pink spectacle in the sky. The children never forgot it. It was like being inside a live nature documentary. Another case happened on an Alaskan road. Out of nowhere, a huge bear appeared and started chasing a car. The driver filmed the entire scene through the rearview mirror, capturing the animal running behind as if it were a movie chase. Thankfully, the car sped up and got away, but the tension of that moment was unforgettable. It's the kind of encounter no one wants to live through, but it became one of the most talked about stories in the area. In Brazil's countryside, drivers have reported seeing giant anteaters crossing roads. While not aggressive, their size is intimidating. With massive claws and bushy tails, they look like prehistoric creatures when seen up close. One driver who almost hit one said he only realized what it was when the headlights lit up the animal's enormous tail covering half the road. And anyone who has traveled through Patagonia knows guanacos are a constant presence. They appear in groups, often standing still in the middle of the road without any rush to leave. Tourists stop to take photos, while local drivers simply wait patiently. The contrast of the wild animal against the icy landscape creates a scene that feels almost magical. One encounter that went viral recently happened in India, when a tiger calmly crossed a busy road. Cars stopped, drivers went silent, and the big cat walked with the authority of a true king. The video spread worldwide, showing the sheer power and majesty of the animal. It's a powerful reminder that no matter how many roads humans build, nature still claims its paths. On American highways, it's common to see deer. But in one particular case, a driver captured something incredible. A group of over 50 deer crossing together, like a moving wave. The sight was so mesmerizing, it looked almost choreographed. The animals moved in perfect rhythm, creating a spectacle that words can barely describe. Another unusual encounter happened in South Africa, when giraffes crossed a safari road. Their long legs seemed endless, and drivers had to wait patiently for each one to pass. The most fascinating part was that the giraffes showed no fear at all. They just walked gracefully, as if time slowed down for everyone to enjoy the moment. In Canada, there have even been reports of polar bears walking along Arctic roads. Imagine driving and suddenly seeing one of the planet's most powerful creatures pass right in front of your headlights. The risk is enormous, but the experience is unforgettable. These encounters usually happen in remote regions, where animals approach human routes in search of food. Another touching encounter happened in the Amazon, where sloths were spotted slowly crossing roads. The contrast was almost funny. Cars in a rush, and an animal taking several minutes just to reach the other side. Many drivers stopped, got out of their cars, and even helped the sloths cross safely. It's the kind of encounter that, instead of fear, inspires compassion and tenderness. And finally, one encounter so unbelievable it sounds like fiction. On a remote Russian road, drivers spotted a massive wolf walking along the shoulder. The animal didn't run or hide. It just strolled calmly, as if used to human presence. The scene was filmed and left people worldwide stunned. After all, seeing a wild wolf on the open road is something no one expects. These 15 encounters prove how unpredictable the road can be when nature decides to show up. Animals of all sizes, from the slowest to the fastest, from the cutest to the most dangerous, have surprised drivers around the globe. It's as if the road becomes a stage, and every now and then, animals step up to steal the show. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these encounters do you think would be the most exciting? Would you have the courage to sit still while a tiger walked past your car? Or would you prefer to witness flamingos painting the sky pink? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe, because the world is full of incredible stories waiting to be told. And here you'll always find the most curious and surprising ones.